Many have played it.
It's go time, brother.
Few have mastered it. And only the elite will compete for the ultimate prize.
Keep it up!
The next generation of athletes will test their skill and endurance here on the biggest stage. Get ready for this year's 2007 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit season.
Nice!
It starts now. Last week in Chicago, there were breakups and shakeups at the Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit Tour. Powerhouse team The Agency let two of its players, Legit and Elamite Warrior, go just before the tournament.
Are you kidding?
Seizing the opportunity, Straight Rippin picked up the released players and headed to Chicago in hopes of moving up the Halo ranks. And they did.
Come on, let's step it up right now. Let's step it up. Shoot out right now.
Thousands of fans were stunned when surprise team Straight Rippin destroyed rivals The Agency.
We got fire! Got it!
And Carbon. After putting a huge dent into the confidence of Carbon, can the second-ranked team shrug off last week's humiliating loss and get back in the game?
Chicago, a mental disaster for me. I came home from that tournament and I actually considered about quitting Halo.
Straight Rippin made it to the championship game and went toe-to-toe with Final Boss.
Wait for your stick, seriously.
But couldn't come out on top. Can they turn their runner-up finish into a championship this week?
A lot of people thought in Chicago our performance was a one-time wonder type thing, but I think here in Orlando we'll prove everyone wrong.
Or can first-seeded team Final Boss continue to dominate?
I don't think anyone's gonna beat FB this tournament.
The last regular season championship is up for grabs. Who will come out on top and whose luck has run out? It's anybody's game, and it starts now. The greatest show in gaming rolls into Florida this week, as the best Halo players in the world are here to compete in the world's only professional tour for gamers. Greetings everyone and welcome. I'm Craig Reynolds and this is the Boost Mobile Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. We're in the home stretch. This is the 5th stop on the tour and the last one before we head to Vegas for the MLG Championship. After last week's surprising results in Chicago, some teams are feeling confident and others are having some serious doubts. Here to make sense of what's going on is our MLG expert, Sundance D. Giovanni.
Hey, Craig.
What's happening, Sundance?
Oh, there's a lot to talk about, Craig. First off, after that Chicago event, is Straight Rippin for real? Can they keep it up? What about the agency? And finally, which Carbon's going to show up? Is it going to be the Carbon we saw take Final Boss down? Or is it going to be the Carbon that just hasn't seemed to get their game together? And of course, we got Final Boss. Slow and steady, they're back on top, right where they want to be. And Craig, keep in mind, there can be no more roster changes. These teams are set. They've got to make it work with the 4 people on the team right now.
But before we get into the action, let's take a look at how the tournament works. This tournament is double elimination. Lose once, play again. Lose twice, and you're going home. Nice. Was Straight Rippin's success last week a fluke? Can they become a threat to the higher-ranked teams? Nice. Well, we're about to find out as Straight Rippin gets set to take on 4th-seeded team 5K. Leading the way for Straight Rippin is Elamite Warrior. He's a great communicator who stays cool under fire.
Our team's been doing great since Chicago, and coming in here to Orlando, I think we can keep up the momentum.
Leading the way for 5K is team captain Fear itself.
I don't think Straight Rippin can ever play as good as they did in Chicago. So my thoughts are that I think they're going to be good, but not as good.
This is it for both teams. It all comes down to the tie-breaking game in Team Slayer, Warlock. Our two teams are facing off on the smallest and most action-packed board here on the Pro Circuit. Warlock. The first to 50 kills wins the game. There are 4 portals which the players can use to teleport from one side of the map to the other. Whoever controls the portals is primed for victory. 5K is in red, Straight Rippin in blue. All right, so here we go. Straight Rippin getting set. We're gonna jump on board here with Neighbor from Straight Rippin.
Okay, Craig, so this is the 5th and final game here. This is the tiebreaker, Straight Rippin versus 5K, and 5K is playing some of the best Halo I've seen out of them all season long. They look ridiculously good. Honestly, right here, up against Straight Rippin, the team that placed second last week, so there's a lot of pressure on. They know if they get past them, they have a good shot at getting into the championship.
Well, it looks like Straight Rippin has an early lead as Neighbor lays down a big shot there. He's taken down by Roy. Let's bounce on over to T-Squared, the captain of Straight Rippin, as he moves in. He cleans up the kill on Fear itself. Now picks up a double kill on Roy, and there's a triple kill on Lunchbox. So Straight Rippin starting to pull away.
Yeah, Craig, Straight right here is doing it because they're setting up here at the portals, locking down the map, getting control. They're just being able to pick off 5K members who are running around in the middle, a little disorganized by 5K right now.
All right, so here we go. It's a 9-5 game. T-Squared set up at the portal. You see him shooting across the map at Roy. Neighbor's gonna move in, finish up the kill, so now T-Squared moves across the map.
Now, one of the things I really like about Straight Rippin is all these players have their own maps where they just seem to step it up. T-Square's map is Warlock. It always has been. We've seen him go up against Final Boss, putting up running riots. And here, Straight Rippin has a 15-9 lead, in large part because of T-Square's work.
I died. One day. Come on, you guys, keep it up.
All right, now we're gonna jump on board with Elamite Warrior.
Elamite, definitely the best communicator for the Straight Rippin squad. His ability to call out location, communicate to his teammates, really keeps them gelled, lets everybody know what's going on. And he's also a terrific support player.
He's taking some shots from the grenades, but it looks like Legit and Neighbor are gonna move in to clean up the kill. So 3 Straight Rippin members are running together. Elamite moving bottom middle, and there's 3 5K members. He takes down Fear itself. There's a beatdown on Lunchbox for the double kill. Now moving up for the triple kill on Hokum. He picks up the kill, but he's taken down by Lunchbox, who with that grenade took out T-Squared as well. It's 25-16, 5K is trailing. 5K really needs to step it up here and make a push.
It's only a 7-kill difference right here. They can't panic. All they need to do is string a few kills together and get some map control. That'll get them back in the game and give them the confidence they need to keep going forward.
Port, my port.
Red needle, watch out!
Red rampart, red rampart.
Red rampart, red needle. So now we're jumping back on board with Lunchbox after the respawn. Trying to move towards the portals. 5K looking to lock down the portals and regain map control. You see he moves in behind T-Squared and picks up the kill. A nice grenade takes down Neighbor bottom middle, now pushing back to the port, puts some shots across the map on Legit.
Got it. The red needle's one shot, nice.
We bounce over to Fear itself, captain of the team, who really wants to take down Straight Rippin. They're within 5 kills now. 5K on a run here. He takes down T-Squared, 30-27.
Fear itself doing what a captain needs to do. He's leading his team's charge back. They're only down 3 kills. This is what I was talking about. String some kills together, get some confidence, doing what he needs to do to keep his team in it.
My port, red rampart.
Yellow flag.
So now we bounce over to Lunchbox, the lead slayer for 5K. He can't finish off Legit with the BR, but a nice grenade will pick up the kill. 5K within 3 kills. Moving bottom middle, he's got Legit again.
Right here, I'm axe. Come on, you guys, step it up, let's go. Blue hold that port.
Straight Rippin watching as their lead is diminished to just 1 kill now. We're on board with Roy, Lunchbox's twin brother. He takes down T2, there's Legit.
Watch out, yellow needle, one shot. Step it up. Blue plant, one shot.
So we're back on board with Roy, coming off the respawn.
Okay, so after being down 9 kills, a lot of teams would have just given up right there, but 5K has really fought back. The key has been communication and team play. They're locking down the map, they're doing what they need to do to get back into it, and that's communicate, control the map, and finish those kills.
Well, he picks up a kill on Neighbor, so now it's just a 1-kill game as we have Roy trying to set up here at the portal. He's got his teammates to the right. There's his twin brother Lunchbox leading the way, and there's the 41st kill. It's a tie game. All right, so now we're bouncing over to Hokum. He's got all of Straight Rippin pinned at blue as he takes down T-Squared. Now putting shots on Elamite Warrior. Looking for the portal, he takes down Legit. It's 44-44. They just tied up the game. Now going up against T2, they get the lead for the first time.
Blue out. Right now. Blue out. Go, baby. Nice. 2 down. Keep it up right now. Let's go. Yellow flag.
And look at the intensity on Straight Rippin's face. T-Squared moving in, picks up a double kill. It's 48-46, 5K with the lead. The game is almost over. T-Squared keeping his team in it as he takes down Hope.
You guys are needles. Right rip.
There can be no more deaths for Straight Rippin. It's a 2-point game. Legit picks up 49. It's tied at 49.
Nice. Keep it up. One shot,
Both teams looking for the final kill. T-Squared coming off the respawn. There's a grenade, and there's 50.
What an unbelievable finish, Greg. 50-49 in a tiebreaker game. You couldn't script it any better, couldn't get any closer. That's one of the best matches I've ever seen. Let's take a look at how these two teams stacked up. Now, T-Squared went off. He loves Warlock. 17 and 12 deaths, that's +5. Always seems to come up big on that map. Now, 5K, a little bit of a surprise here. Fear itself stepping it up, going 14 and 11, that's +3, and being the only positive player on his team. That's a nice job by your captain. That's what you need to do.
Coming up, Final Boss gets tested. Will they pass? Find out when we come back. Welcome back to Orlando and the Boost Mobile Major League Gaming Pro Circuit, Week 5. There's only one stop left. One last chance for teams to put it on the line. And it all happens next week in Las Vegas. The 8 best teams will battle it out for $100,000 and a shot at the national title. Next up, Straight Rippin takes on Final Boss for a shot at the first semifinal match. Final Boss has dominated this season, winning 3 out of 4 tournaments. And so far, their only competitor has been Carbon. But all that changed last week when troubled team Straight Rippin rose from the ashes and surprised everyone with a performance that led them to the championship game. Although losing last week's final, teams started to take notice of the new Straight Rippin, including Final Boss.
Straight Rippin had an incredible tournament. I think the pickup of Elamite and Legit definitely helped them out. T-Squared and Neighbor were both solid players, and apparently they meshed really well, and they were on fire in Chicago.
All right. They're rocks, they're deep rocks.
Now Straight Rippin looks to move up the ranks. Can their aggressive style put them over the top against #1 team Final Boss?
But I won't be satisfied with second place here. It'll just show everybody that we didn't have what it takes to win the finals, and that last tournament's a fluke if we don't win this tournament.
Dude, if we take this game 1, like, really bad, we'll demoralize them.
If they're bringing bomb in our base, either go to our bubble or drop below the base. If we drop below the base, you can just, like, nade once, and see the pick up again, nade again, and we can just keep them off until our teammates spawn.
We're all at one base, and they have pink ready. Push away as fast as you can, because what's gonna happen is we'll start getting spawns like at red needle or blue needle, and you just get spawned. Destroyed.
Let's take a look at the key players. No team practices more than Final Boss. And with team captain Walshy leading the way, they have proved to be virtually unstoppable.
Final Boss is feeling really good. Every event we tweak our strategies a little bit, and this one, we just felt like we had to tweak a couple of our game types.
Straight Rippin wants to come back strong and prove that they're the new team to beat. And with combination Slayer and objective player Neighbor on their side, they have a shot at doing just that.
I mean, my teammates, they're all extremely dedicated. I mean, the last 2 weeks has seriously been the greatest weeks of my life. We've been hanging out and practicing extremely hard. And, I mean, we're prepared for this tournament.
It's the quarterfinal. Best of 5 wins the match, and so far, Final Boss is up 1 as they get ready to play Game 2. Team Slayer Midship. Our two teams are about to face off in Team Slayer on Midship. The first to 50 kills wins the game. Midship is a symmetrical map, consisting of red base, blue base, carbine side, and the ever-important pink tower. Look for teams to use the sword, the sole power weapon on the map, to lock down the pink tower. Whoever can control pink is likely to win. Final Boss is seated higher and in red, Straight Rippin in blue. All right, so here we go. It's the rematch from last week's finals. Final Boss facing off against Straight Rippin. We're on board with strong side.
Okay, last time out, the Ogres stepped up big for Final Boss. They were pretty much the key to victory in that 50-49 win. It was a devastating loss for Straight. I know they've been practicing in between events for Final Boss, seeing them as their biggest competitor, and right now they're determined to win.
Well, right now we're on with strong side. He's on a great flank. Came in behind T-Squared. Now he's got Neighbor on the respawn. That's an easy kill. Bottom pink. He's got a player to his right for a double kill. Now trying to make his way up to pink 2, going against Elamite Warrior.
One shot, pink 2. One shot. Top center, one shot.
So Straight Rippin able to maintain control of the pink tower. You see T-Squared picking up the sword on his respawn. He's got Ogre 2 down low, takes him out with the grenade, and a double kill on his twin brother, Ogre 1. So Straight Rippin holding the only power weapon and maintaining control of the pink tower. You see Legit watching the red side of pink, T-Squared watching the blue side, and he takes down Ogre 1 once again. So Straight Rippin holding on to the lead.
So far, Straight Rippin getting off to a good start here, doing what they weren't able to do last week, and that's control the pink tower. They need to control it the entire game if they want to win.
Well, here comes Ogre 1. T-Squared moves in with the sword, but he's stuck by Ogre 1. So a huge play by Ogre 1. Takes the sword out of Straight Rippin's hands, and now Final Boss has control of the pink tower. As we mentioned earlier, it was Ogre 1 and Ogre 2, the saviors for Final Boss. Kept them in the midship game and led them to the 50-49 comeback, as Ogre 1 now using that sword. There's the double kill on T-Squared. T-Squared trying to be sneaky in front of pink tower, but Ogre 1 spotted him and beat him down. It's 15-14. Final Boss starting to come back here as they tie up the score 15-15. Ogre 1 warping up into red base. He knows they're on Carbine side to his left. He brings out the sword, and there's the beatdown on Neighbor. Now looking bottom middle for the double kill on Legit. He picks it up. It's 18-16 as Ogre 1 and Final Boss are starting to pull away. There's another beatdown on Neighbor. Ogre 1 using that sword flawlessly. He's now pushing into base. He beats down Legit.
I got stuck. Sword's down. 3 dead.
So Legit finally ends Ogre 1's run. Now we jump on board with Neighbor, who's got the sword.
Neighbor's definitely one of my new favorite players to watch. He's an incredibly talented player, but he's untraditional in how he plays the game. He's very sneaky. He moves to spots that players don't expect him to, so he's a bit of a wild card. For example, right now he's in the middle of the map. He's wide open, completely exposed, but he's able to put shots on players without dying, and that's something that not a lot of players can get away with.
And look at the headshot on Ogre 2 jumping in the air. He picks up the double kill. So Neighbor trying to sneak in behind Final Boss's setup here on pink tower. He comes in behind Walshy, taking some shots from strong side. So Neighbor somehow surviving as he throws a grenade at his feet as a distraction while he escapes.
That's what I was talking about earlier, Craig. Sometimes he just pulls off amazing plays.
Now Neighbor picks up a kill on Walshy with the sword. And another kill on strong side for a killing spree. So after 5 straight kills, Straight Rippin is back on top, 30-29.
Where'd he go, Mike?
I don't know. Neighbor has sword by Blue Needle. Sword, Blue 1.
You see all of Final Boss gunning for Neighbor. He's hiding in the corner and letting his shields recharge. His shields are back. Now pushing back, and he's got Walshy for another beatdown. That's his 6th kill in this run. Putting shots on Ogre 1. T-Squared's gonna be able to pick up the kill easily now, and you see Neighbor moving back bottom middle. So Neighbor helping Legit with that kill. He's pushing out towards pink side. He's got all the Final Boss over at red base. Pushes in with grenades, and they're gonna pick him up a double kill.
Nice, 2 down. Keep it up.
Red 2. Red 2, 1 down.
So Straight Rippin is rolling with the momentum. Neighbor gave them a 6-kill lead. Now we're on board with Legit over here at blue base. He's behind Ogre 1, and he takes him down with the 4-shot. Still spotting players over at red.
Final Boss has been trapped at red and Carbine side the whole game. They need to get into pink tower.
We gotta hold pink. We gotta get pink. The bubble. They already got that.
Bottom center, pink blue, pink blue, pink blue.
There you see Walshy showing his frustration. Strong side suggesting they take over pink tower, but Straight Rippin has done a fantastic job of holding it down. Neighbor picked up a kill on Walshy, now moving in on Ogre. Picks up the kill with his grenade. So Straight Rippin just 7 kills away from ending this game. They have a very good lead on Final Boss as Neighbor starting to make his way up to the pink tower. Dodging grenades, he's putting shots on Walshy. Legit cleans up that kill. Now he's looking up pink 3, doesn't spot anyone, but there's someone on pink 2. He moves in behind him and his teammate picks up the kill. Now trying to help out Elamite. He drops down and there's a beatdown on Walshy.
They only need 1. They need 1.
One more.
Last guy.
It's 49-40, the last kill. Here's Legit, their strong side, and that's the game. And Straight Rippin takes game 2 with a 50-40 victory over Final Boss. They're tied up at 1 apiece.
All right, that's okay for you guys. That's awful.
This win puts Straight Rippin 1 game away from the semifinals. Straight Rippin continues their hot play and capture the flag. And it's a big upset. Straight Rippin destroys Final Boss, taking the last game, and 1 step closer to the finals.
Yes.
Coming up, it's the semifinal. Can Straight Rippin continue to dominate their way to the championship? Find out when we return. Welcome back to Orlando and the Boost Mobile Major League Gaming Pro Tour. It's our last week of the regular season, and thousands of fans are stunned as Straight Rippin has steamrolled over the top teams in the league. Can they continue down the road of destruction?
They still have no respect for our team. I guess we're just going to have to show them what's up again this tournament.
Straight Rippin isn't the only team making headlines. Nice Like Rice has been waiting for a chance to break through into the top 5.
This is probably the biggest tournament of every player on this team's career for Halo 2, and we're really geared to getting top 4 at this event. We're shooting for the best we can possibly do at this event.
With their earlier win over 5K and Carbon, they may get a shot at the final. Now both teams take on each other in the first semifinal match for a seat in this week's championship.
We're the best team here. Hands down. So the final boss isn't even top 4.
Let's go. Let's just win right now. Let's just win.
Let's just 3-0
Our top blue guy needs to communicate big time with the bottom snipe guy. You know, instead of just sitting there and watching eye jump, just like communicate and look at everyone's screen and say what's going on.
Let's take a look at the key players. Nice Like Rice has one of the best support players in the league, Piracy. Can his skills take them to the finals?
You can't go through every round just saying, yeah, we're going to win this round. You have to give 110% every round. And if you lose, there is no excuse. If you lose, it's over. Pack your bags and go home.
Straight Rippin has one of the most sought-after players in the league, Legit. With combination slaying and support skills, he is one of the reasons Straight Rippin has come so far.
We're just going to try to show people that we are a top team. We got a lot of fans behind us expecting big things, and we're just going to try to keep it up there.
It's the best of 5, and Straight Rippin is ahead 1-0 as we get started with the second game in the semifinal match, Team Slayer Lockout. Our teams are facing off in Team Slayer on Lockout. Look for teams to set up on the sniper and battle rifle towers, using the sword at short range and the sniper rifle to pick off enemies from across the map. The first to 50 kills wins the game. Straight Rippin is ranked higher and will be in red. Nice Like Rice in blue. All right, so here we go for the semifinal match. We're starting off with Neighbor from Straight Rippin. And it looks like right away, Straight Rippin has a great spawn on the snipe tower. That's gonna allow them to set up with their early power weapons. As you see, Neighbor has the snipe.
Top BR. Piracy has us.
So Neighbor looking for Piracy across the map. There's the headshot.
So this is changing things up a little bit here. We're not watching Final Boss and Carbon face off. We've got Straight Rippin, who's been here before, and Nice Like Rice. Nice Like Rice powered through the Agency and Carbon, and now they're facing off against Straight Rippin on the main stage. First time we've really seen them this year. Let's see what they can do.
Well, things are not looking good for Nice Like Rice as Straight Rippin has both power weapons, and they have Legit on the opposite side of the map flanking them. He picked up the assassination, now moving in on Bonfire BR2, and he can't finish off the kill. Holding down top BR, which is more important as you see he's moving in on Slim, and he picks up that kill to make the game 11-6. Straight Rippin's lead. Now Legit takes down Slim again, putting shots on Legend JRG. Heal My Warrior cleaned up the kill, so now we're jumping on board with Neighbor, who's looking down bottom blue. He hit a player once. He's got one shot left in the sniper. He's got the sword in his back pocket, and it looks like he's charging the snipe tower. There's Slim, but he can't get the lunge.
All right, we gotta check this out one more time. Here's Slim's perspective. Comes in, misses the lunge, misses again, and he's just taking out. That's embarrassing.
So now, after losing both power weapons, Straight is at a bit of a disadvantage. We have Elamite Warrior going up against Bonfire, and look at that grenade as it takes him down. 17-9, Straight Rippin has the lead.
All right, so even though Neighbor made a huge mistake by giving up Snipe Tower and the power weapons, you're going to watch Elamite push in here. They know they can't let NLR set up. Snipe Tower is too important. They want to be there for the respawn of the sniper rifle.
Elamite's got 2 in front of him. He takes down Bonfire. And now Slim goes for the double, and he's able to regain the sword. So just like that, Elamite retakes control of the Snipe Tower for Straight Rippin.
Bottom blue, bottom blue. It's one shot, Snipe 3. Library entrance.
So Bonfire moving up towards Sniper. Takes down Neighbor to his left. Now moving up, he finds the shotgun. He's gonna be looking for Elamite Warrior. There's Elamite in front of him. He beats him down, taking back the sword. But more importantly, he cleared off all of Straight Rippin. Now they're gonna be stuck at BR.
Library, I need help in library. Library entrance right now.
Jumping on board with Piracy, he's top blue.
Okay, so Piracy is the key player for NLR right now. He's got to keep Straight Rippin's charge at bay, keep him in library and on BR side so they can't get across the snipe. If they want to get over there, Straight Rippin's going to have to go through him.
He's left side, top blue. Go, 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 go.
Straight Rippin coordinating a charge, but Piracy is there to put shots. Takes down Neighbor.
Snipe's not up yet, guys.
Go for it right now, go for it right now. Don't let him charge over.
So Straight Rippin failed on that charge, but now we have the snipe in the hands of Legend JRG. He takes down T-Squared, charged by Elamite, hits him once. Bonfire cleans up the kill, so NLR is going to be able to hold on to the sniper rifle. Straight leads 27-20.
All right, come on, we have a big lead.
No more rushing.
Yeah, slow down. Top blue, right now.
Elamite and Legit scolding their teammates, telling them that they've got the lead, they just need to hang back for a little bit. Bonfire cleans up T-Squared once again with that shotgun. Now pushing out for the sniper rifle, he's got a player in BR2. And there's the headshot on Elamite Warrior.
Wow, NLR looks really good to me right now. We didn't know what to expect coming in. The additions of Slim and especially Bonfire seem to be working out really well for him. Those two guys have been here before with other teams, and they seem really comfortable in this situation.
He's got a player in BR2, and there's a killing spree.
Nice, keep it up.
So Bonfire coming off the killing spree, keeping his team in the game. Another headshot on Neighbor brings his team within 3 kills. Straight leading Nice Like Rice, 33-32. So now we're jumping on board with Legit, his team with just a 1-kill lead at this point. He's pushing in, he's got Legend JRG in front of him and takes him down with a double kill.
Nice. 2 down.
Nice, come on, step it up.
Legit trying to keep his team in this game. Their lead has been cut down to just 1 kill. He's got a player on the long ramp. And he finds the sniper rifle. Now using the sniper rifle, he's got a player on BR2. And the player pokes out and he takes down Piracy. An incredible headshot. It's a 4-kill lead here for Straight Rippin, and they have control of the snipe tower, and they're just gonna wait here for the new sniper rifle to respawn.
Let's go now.
So Slim trying to coordinate attack here for Nice Like Rice.
They need to make that push now. You can't let Straight Rippin set up with only 8 kills left in the game.
Piracy takes down Legit for 37. Now he's laying down heavy cover fire for Legend JRG, who's trying to sneak over to Snipe Tower with the shotgun. Legend JRG, one of the most unpredictable players on the circuit. And his unconventional play catches Neighbor off guard. 42-39, Straight Rippin's lead. Bonfire providing some great cover fire, keeping Legend JRG alive here. Legend JRG now just pushing in. He's got 2 players in front of him, takes down Legit, and a double kill.
All right, let's check it out one more time. JRG running up Snipe Tower, hits them both with shotgun, then cleans it up with a smack. Another shot to get rid of the second player. Big play by JRG. Big plays by all the Nice Like Rice to get back in this game. After being down by 11, they tied it up at 33. They switched up their style a little bit, playing aggressively, which has forced Straight Rippin to fight for map control, where normally Straight Rippin's the aggressive team. So far, so good for Nice Like Rice. They gotta be feeling good about the game at this point.
And now Nice Like Rice has tied the game at 46 kills. Legend JRG is gonna try to push in underneath Straight Rippin. He's got a player in front of him. Beats him down with the carbine. A nice double kill. Nice Like Rice has the lead, but he's taken down by Neighbor. So Neighbor saving Straight Rippin 49-48. 1 kill to go for Straight Rippin. 2 kills for Nice Like Rice. This could go either way. Neighbor hit a player mid-BR.
1 shot mid-BR. 1 shot mid-BR.
Now Legit moving in to finish off the kill. There's the grenade, and there's the game. Straight Rippin is on fire, taking another game away from Nice Like Rice, 50-48. They're up 2 games to 0 and need just one more to move on to the finals.
Let's go, let's step it up, let's step it up.
And in Game 3 Oddball, Straight Rippin is not to be denied.
Game over. And it's a clean sweep for Straight Rippin. And with that, they have just secured a spot in the championship.
Coming up, Straight Rippin's in the finals. Who will face off against them? Find out when we come back. Welcome back to the Boost Mobile Major League Gaming Pro Circuit Tour. The last 3 days, top teams have been kicked around, leaving fans wondering if any of them can come back. One team that's still alive, Final Boss. After losing to Straight Rippin in an early round, Final Boss went on to destroy the Agency, Carbon, and Nice Like Rice.
Red 2 of them.
For a seat in the championship, to face Straight Rippin for the 2nd week in a row. Final Boss is the comeback team of the tournament, but how will they counter Straight Rippin's game style?
We counteract Straight Rippin's game style by just sticking together and expecting the flanks in a way. Like, we kind of wait for them to make a mistake.
Straight Rippin shredded Final Boss once already this tournament. Can they do it again and claim their first championship of the season?
We're going to charge them, we're going to be aggressive towards them, and we want to get first. That's what we're aiming for.
The championship round is set. We've seen some incredible action all day, and Sundance, I can't expect it's going to be any less for this final.
No, definitely. This is going to be a good one.
They have hosts, TS Lockout, CTF Sanctuary, but we're not going to let it get there.
Them running around randomly made us run around randomly here. And we're just like...
No matter what, we're not going to play a standoffish game. We're going to really put pressure on them. Like, not in the beginning of the game, we charge them immediately. And we all got to be on the same page. Everyone on the same page and go out.
You got to keep it to 6-2.
Yeah, 6-2 or 6-3.
Or 1.
All right, so right there you hear T-Squared telling his teammates that they've got to be aggressive, put pressure on Final Boss. But if Final Boss wants to win the championship, they can't get caught up in Straight's aggressive style.
Let's take a look at the key players. Final Boss is fueled by the Ogre Twins. Together, this duo is hard to beat.
We set up on the best part of the map, basically, and then we try to pin them in like a spot that they don't want to be, and then they just keep spawning there, and we just keep picking them off and getting more kills that way.
Straight Rippin is led by team captain T-Squared. He's taken big risks the last couple of tournaments. Will it finally pay off?
It's been really hard the whole year. It just kind of sucked. We had really high expectations going into the first tournament, and then kind of just fell off the 2nd and 3rd tournament. And you contemplate, you know, what's going on in your career, and you know, there's parts of you that want to give up, but you just gotta stay positive.
Straight Rippin is just 1 game away from the Orlando Championship as we enter a do-or-die game for Final Boss with featured game Team Slayer Warlock. Our 2 teams are facing off on the smallest and most action-packed board here on the pro circuit. Warlock. The first to 50 kills wins the game. There are 4 portals which the players can use to teleport from one side of the map to the other. Whoever controls the portals is primed for victory. Final Boss is in red, Straight Rippin's in blue. So here we go. It's the 2nd time these teams are facing off this tournament. We're kicking off with Ogre 2. And he starts it off with a double kill. Now moving across the map, he's got Neighbor, but Neighbor takes him down.
Neighbor has been playing amazingly all day long. He just keeps seeming to step it up for Straight Rippin. But honestly, the whole team is clicking really well. After a little bit of a struggle early on against teams like 5K and even NLR, they're back here in the championship, 2nd week in a row against FB.
He takes down Ogre 2 with the assassination, and everyone just swarmed Walshy. So now we're bouncing over to T-Squared, captain of Straight Rippin. T2's got a player stuck in his grenades. He takes down Ogre 2 with the shotgun. There's Ogre 1 for the double kill. Straight Rippin, just like that, has made it a 5-kill lead as T-Squared takes down Walshy.
You know what, Craig? This Straight Rippin team has been impressing me all day long. They were only put together a few weeks ago, but their teamwork is already starting to solidify. They've been playing really well together. They're playing like they're hungry, and that's what you have to be. You've got to be hungry if you're going to knock off a team like FB. You can't just walk in there expecting to win.
On me, he's on me, he's on me. He's nading me. Watch bottom center.
So now we're jumping on board with Elamite Warrior, arguably the best support player in the league. He's putting shots on Ogre 1. Now check this out. He's getting fired up by 2 players, but look how he positions himself behind the wall while he finishes off the kill on Ogre 1. That will give Straight Rippin a 6-kill lead. Elamite patrolling his corner of the map. He's checking out his portal. No one's there. Continues to move towards his team. He's got Walshy bottom middle, takes him out. So Elamite Warrior now moving in on Ogre 1. This is the assassination, but there's a beatdown.
My needles, yellow needle.
One shot over there, one shot.
So Elamite was taken down. We're now jumping on board with Neighbor. Neighbor moving up, taking down Strong Side, now looking around the map. He's got Ogre 2 at the portal, hits him with a double shot, and Elamite cleans up the kill.
Center, bottom center, bottom center, bottom center. One shot green needles, one shot green needles.
Spawn red flag.
So Straight Rippin still with map control. We jump back on board with Neighbor on the respawn. He's got Walshy in front of him. There's the beatdown.
Red nades, red nades, red nades, red nades.
Now checking around the rest of the map, he doesn't see anybody. Straight Rippin spread all around the map. He's got Ogre 1 in front of him, and he takes him down. Straight Rippin now leads Final Boss 24-16. Now check out the teamwork from Straight Rippin as they pick up the 25th kill. The game is now halfway over. Putting heavy shots on Ogre 2. T-Square cleans up the kill. Straight Rippin is just simply pulling away here. Neighbor's now closing in on Blue Base. Legit and Neighbor working so well together, they pick up another 2 kills. Straight Rippin with complete control.
I got it.
Red ramp, red ramp. Blue left and blue flat. They're the one putting pressure.
Coming up, Straight Rippin's on the brink of their first championship. Can they hold on, or will #1 team Final Boss pull through? Stick around. Welcome back, everyone. We're in the middle of the Orlando Championship. The #1 ranked team Final Boss is hanging on by a thread in a do-or-die game against Straight Rippin. In Team Slayer, Warlock.
Blue left and blue flat. They're the one putting pressure on us. Blue nades ramp.
So we're jumping back into the game with Strong Side as Straight Rippin is laying down some hurt on the most dominant force in all of Halo 2, Final Boss.
You're right, Craig. If you're new to the sport, looking at this score and looking at the way this tournament's gone, you'd think Straight Rippin was the dominant force. Their team shooting has been phenomenal, communication, the aggressive play style. It's like they've got Final Boss confused. Final Boss can't get set up. They're not able to run any of their strats so far. It's not a Final Boss we're used to seeing, and all that credit has to go to Straight Rippin.
Come on, we're up by 12. Keep it up.
One shot red health board.
We heard Elamite say Straight is up by 12, but Ogre 1 is going to try and change things. He has really been struggling this game. As you can see, his BR is just not quite on as it normally is. He picks up the kill, though, on Legit. He can't quite finish the kill top middle. Warps up to get a better angle of things. And now looking bottom middle, he's got Elamite Warrior. Picks up the kill with that plasma grenade. Straight Rippin with the 10-kill lead here as we're in the final moments of this game. So now Ogre 1 in a one-on-one battle with Neighbor. And Neighbor takes him down.
One shot and pistols. Take it slow.
Ogre 2, one of the most dominant players in the MLG, trying to make things happen. He's got Legit taken down, now shots from his left. He moves in for the beatdown on T-Squared.
You know what? Nobody has played in more big games and come up huge than Ogre 2 has. He always seems to be clutch when his team needs it, and that's a perfect example. If they're going to come back, he's got to lead the charge.
Well, Ogre 2 is set up here, dodging grenades, letting his shields recharge. He pokes out and takes out Elamite Warrior. Score 44-36 straight on top. He's got Legit in front of him. Legit takes him down. Strong Side cleans up the kill and double kill on T-Squared.
All green, all green.
But Straight Rippin is just 3 kills away from upsetting Final Boss. Elamite Warrior takes down Ogre 1, now throwing grenades at the portal. All the fire is coming from Blue Base.
All over blue flag. All over blue flag.
Blue needles, last kill. Blue needles.
Neighbor looking for the last kill. He tosses a grenade. And he takes down Strong Side. Straight Rippin wins.
Number one.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Straight Rippin winning the last regular season event with a lineup that was just put together a few weeks ago. I don't think anybody could have seen this coming, except maybe for the guys on Straight Rippin. That's a huge performance.
Now let's take a look at these stats right here. Neighbor with a big game, T-Squared with a double-double. Elamite Warrior coming up huge. A lot of people talk about him as a support player, but he did more than support that round. He was huge for them. Now the other side, Final Boss, nobody positive. We're not used to seeing that. And Team Captain Walshy, that's not his best day at the office.
We were up and down all season, had some really tough times, and to come out on top at the end of the season really feels great.
Straight Rippin scores a major upset. Now with $100,000 and the MLG Championship at stake next week in Las Vegas, can Final Boss figure out Straight Rippin in time?
We just gotta get used to their style of play. It's not like any other team out there. They have this style of play where it's constant aggressiveness, and then when we have like kind of control, they kind of hide and they'll push one way before we can react, and we gotta figure out how to beat it, basically.
For this tournament, the Boost Mobile Player of the Week MVP award goes to 2 players, Neighbor and Elamite Warrior from Straight Rippin. The co-MVPs had a combined total of 120 positive kill-to-death ratio that helped take down Final Boss for their first championship of the season. It all comes down to next week, where one team will be crowned the MLG champion. Let's take a look at the top 3 plays of the tournament. At number 3, it's Bonfire using the sniper rifle to lead NLR to a 3rd place finish.
Killing spree.
Number 2, T-Squared clutching it against 5K, 50-49. And here at number 1, it's Neighbor on Midship against Final Boss. Check out the jump shot. Neighbor leading Straight Rippin to their first ever tournament victory. For Sundance D. Giovanni, I'm Craig Reynolds. We'll see you next time in Las Vegas at the championship.
Watch them sneak, watch them sneak.
Blue flag! Sniper, they're too Nice shot, nice shot. Push. Nice! Watch your spawn.
My bad.
Nice.
Red combo. Watch for a charge.
Under the turret sniping,
Nice shot. In the court. Nice, there, Bond.
Mike, watch me.
Reds.
Nice.